When the third lord is in the 5th house or 11th house, it means business. As the person's initiative is in a house of creativity, that is in 5th house, and his or her initiative is in house of gain, that is in 11th house. So remember this rule: when third lord is in 5th house or 11th house, that means that native will choose business as his or her career. When a planet is in a particular house, then the qualities and the signification of the planet is excelled in areas related to the house it sits in. For example, if Jupiter been lord of the 1st and the 10th house, Saturn been lord of the 11th and the 12th house, and Moon been lord of the 5th house is situated or seated in 7th house in Virgo, then the area in which the planet will work is wife and business and girlfriends. So the fortune, that is Jupiter, will rise after marriage or by doing business. Also, the personality, that is the 1st house, will be developed after marriage, and the recognition, that is the 10th house, will be gained after marriage. And as Saturn is also in 7th house, so there will be delay, that is the signification of the Saturn in marriage. So Saturn and Jupiter in 7th house will means gain or luck of or rise of luck after marriage, but the marriage will be delayed as Saturn is also in the 7th house. Also, Saturn being lord of 12th house, so it will give lot of bed pleasures after marriage as it is the lord of the 12th house. Also, there will be expense in the expansion and starting of business as 12th house means expense and 7th house means business. Also, by 11th house lord, Saturn will give lot of gain after marriage or in business. As Saturn is the lord of the 11th house, so there will be a lot of gain after marriage or in business. As 7th house is denoted by both spouse and business. Last but not the least, as Moon is also in the 7th house, so it will give several girlfriends in city as Moon denotes the city and 7th house denotes spouse or girlfriends or boyfriends. Also, Moon being lord of the 5th house in 7th house means making girlfriends or boyfriends by learning and by courtships and dating, as girlfriends or boyfriends or spouse are matters of 7th house and courtships and datings and learning is a matter of the 5th house. So if the lord of the 5th house is in the 7th house, then it means a lot of girlfriends by courtship, dating and learning, or lot of boyfriends by courtship, datings and learning. And if Moon being the lord of the 5th house in 7th house, that will mean that girlfriends or boyfriends or spouse in city, because Moon denotes the city. And also Moon being in 7th house, Moon denotes the mind and the subconscious mind. So as Moon being in 7th house, it aspects the ascendant, that is the personality and that is the mind of the native. So the mind of the native is aspected by Moon, so such natives will always be in being in um, doubt, and that will create more and more girlfriends, more and more partnership, more and more courtships, more and more breakups and more patch ups. So Moon in 7th house will make natives attracted to other people or to opposite sex in for the purpose of making love and giving pleasures. Now, what is the difference when the Lord of the first house is in the 7th house and when the Lord of the 7th house is in first house? Is the result same in both cases? The answer lies in the statement that planetary lords are the forces that operates in some areas that are called the houses in which it sits. So now you know the answer, that is there will be differences, and the difference is if first lord is in the 7th house, then the personality is developed by spouse, that is the spouse will dominate the native, and when the 7th lord is in the first house, then the spouse will be developed by the native, that is the native will dominate the spouse. So quite interesting. So there is a lot to know more about astrology and more about your life, how you are, what your natal chart tells about you. Just subscribe me, it's free of cost, and keep watching me.